for you are menthol crystals. This is camphor blocks, which is pure, not laboratory, and some fresh mint out of my garden. And I decided to make something for sniffles. Fall is getting colder, winter is upon us, and these are Sniffle Stoppers. And these will include most of these ingredients. The one ingredient that I'm adding to this, it's actually two, is some of my juniper and eucalyptus oil. Excuse me. So here I'm just breaking up the camphor block, and I'm going to pour sunflower oil over it. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of oil that you use, because this really isn't made for your skin. The camphor just dissolves well in oil, not so well in water. And actually, I will heat this over a double boiler and bring it up to about 170 degrees. Then I take it off the heat and stir and stick blend until the camphor is very well blended. Now I have a jar that has been very thoroughly cleaned, and I'm pouring my now camphor infused oil into this jar. And you'll notice down in the bottom of the measuring cup there are still a few bits that didn't dissolve. That's not unusual. Sometimes there are a few pieces that are left behind. You can either filter it or just pour carefully, as I just did there. So now I have all of my oils here. I've already added 3 tablespoons of my menthol infused oil, 3 tablespoons of my camphor infused oil, and now 3 tablespoons of my juniper and eucalyptus infused oil. And I want to tell you, this smells wonderful. So now for our dry ingredients, and I'll put that on the screen for you. Now, my recipe may vary greatly from what you've used or perhaps what you've seen before. This is what I have found works very well. These make nice, hard discs, or depending on what kind of mold you're using, that is. And please understand, these are not bath bombs. Matter of fact, they're not shower steamers either. They would be too oily. And I just want to be sure that you understand what these are. These are for putting in a sink, putting in a humidifier, putting in a large bowl. I'll show you how I use them at the end of this video. Now, because I'm using my own oils here, this is going to vary from what you might make. With something like essential oils, you could avoid adding the oils that I add to this. Then you could use it as a shower steamer. But this one is specifically for breathing, and I've made this for home use, but for use in a bowl or a sink or even a humidifier. But if you use it in a humidifier, well, you're going to have oil in there and you're going to have to clean that up. So this works perfectly just in a bowl of hot water or a sink of hot water. And now I just kind of plop them in here and form them inside the mold. There's not much to this. It's really just a matter of packing them in. This isn't like bath bombs. These are much firmer and heavy, much more denser. Next, I put these in the oven at 180 degrees for 30 minutes, and then I take them out of the mold. They're ready. Again, these aren't like bath bombs. You don't have to wait days to use them. There's no water in them that has to dehydrate, nothing like that. These are oil and the dry ingredients that you saw. And that's it. They're ready. So let's try one out. So I brought out my big Yellowware bowl and filling it with hot water. Not boiling, but pretty hot. And then I'm going to drop one of our Sniffle Stoppers in here. And of course it fizzes. And as it fizzes, it's releasing all of those wonderful precious oils. The eucalyptus, the camphor, the menthol, the juniper. And I will tell you, the whole room is just a sinus clearing cloud. It's fantastic. It actually burned my eyes a little because I was standing right over it. This works. If you throw a towel over this and put your head under there, first of all, it'll open up your pores. It will clean you like you've never been cleaned. But it really does help to clear the throat and the nose. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a fantastic day, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.